अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः. I bow down to my Guru. My namaskaram to all of you. Guru Purnima is a day of profound significance. In the spiritual tradition of India especially, it provides us with an opportunity to remember the lineage of our Gurus and to also reflect on the invaluable role which a Guru plays in our lives. On this day, we offer our respects to the entire lineage of Gurus, the spiritual masters, who have selflessly imparted those teachings and guided countless souls on the path of liberation. It is a day to honor all the spiritual teachers, an immensely important day for all those seekers of truth. It is also a day to recognize the deeper dimension of what we call as Guru, what the Guru truly represents. Guru Purnima is not just a ritualistic celebration. It is a reminder of that transformative power of the Guru-Shishya relationship or the Guru-disciple relationship. Guru is not merely a teacher. Teacher is someone who imparts information. Guru is someone who is the living embodiment of the highest truth and who helps us to see the reality as it is, who helps us to go beyond our illusions and misconceptions. So Guru is not an ordinary teacher. We use the word teacher in a conventional sense as someone who just imparts a certain objective knowledge like physics, chemistry, mathematics. But Guru is a master who awakens us to the highest possibilities. A true Guru does not just give doctrines or dogmas to follow. A true Guru will help you discover your own inner light. Guru is just like a mirror, reflecting your own potential, your own truth. Guru's guidance is like a mirror that reflects our innate perfection and also reminds us of the eternal truth that we already are. Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta, beyond all the dualities of birth and death, joy and sorrow. That's why a true guru always emphasizes on self awareness. Most humans are engulfed in a world of distractions and superficial pursuits. The guru's role is to cut through this noise and help the seeker so that the seeker can focus on the very essential task of self observation, self awareness. It is very important to understand one thing: a true guru is not just an external figure, but the presence of awareness. This awareness is the real guru, always available, always guiding us back to our essence, to our being. The external guru serves as a reminder. The external guru points us back to ourselves, to the place where we are already whole, where we are already complete. It is said that when a disciple is ready, the guru appears. This readiness means that a seeker is genuinely yearning for spiritual growth, is genuinely yearning to know the truth, and is genuinely willing to surrender one's ego. A sincere disciple thus approaches the guru with reverence, humility, and thirst for knowledge. This relationship between guru and the disciple is based on mutual respect and trust. If these two elements are missing, the mutual respect and the mutual trust, you cannot call that relationship as guru-disciple relationship. This day of Guru Purnima marks the beginning of the Guru-Shishya tradition or the Guru-disciple relationship, which in fact has been the backbone of the entire spiritual tradition of India especially. This important day of Guru Purnima is also a reminder of the value of gratitude. A gratitude which opens our hearts and minds to Guru's grace. When we express gratitude, we acknowledge basically the blessings that we have received from Guru, or the entire lineage of Gurus rather. So let us take this opportunity to express our heartfelt gratitude to the Gurus who have selflessly dedicated their lives to guide us on the path of truth. This gratitude towards the Guru is not merely a ritual, but it is a deep acknowledgement of the transformation which has happened in us because of that presence of the Guru. And this gratitude must be expressed through our commitment to the spiritual path, our dedication to the spiritual practices, and our continuous effort to awaken from the slumber of ignorance. It is a day to reaffirm our commitment to the spiritual path, and also our commitment to the Guru who is guiding us. See, our sages and seers included a lot of symbology in all our scriptures. And it was left to the seeker to understand that symbology and the deeper meanings behind those symbols. Many things, many higher truths, which are almost impossible to explain in words, were communicated using examples, symbols, allegories, and so on. This Guru Purnima is also very, very deep if you try to understand why the full moon in this very season was selected to represent such an auspicious day. We all know that in every month there are 2 fortnights. And in every fortnight, the moon passes through the phases of waxing and waning. The dark moon is called Amavasya, and the full moon is called Purnima or Paurnami. But it is only the Ashad Purnima which is chosen to signify Guru Purnima. And there is a very important reason behind this. See, in India, this is a time when the monsoon clouds always surround the moon. Unlike other full moons, like for example the Sharad Purnima, where you have a clear sky, the Ashad Purnima is the full moon when the sky is filled with clouds. You will see lots of clouds surrounding the moon. Similarly, you will see a cloud of disciples surrounding the Guru. The disciples are compared to the clouds, and the full moon is the Guru. Clouds are dark, just as the disciples are steeped in the darkness of ignorance. Our sages and seers were also poets. That is why they used such beautiful similes and allegories. Guru is compared to moon, not sun. They could have chosen sun also, but they chose the moon. And that too, the moon which is surrounded by clouds. Moon doesn't have its own light. It just reflects the sun's light. But in that giving or in that reflecting, that harsh sunlight becomes very, very sweet. We can look at moonlight, but you cannot look at sunlight directly. And to us, it looks like as if the light is coming from the moon when we look at the moon. But moon never claims that its light is its own. Because the moonlight is the reflection of sun's light. There is one more reason why moon was chosen to represent the Guru. It is only moon's light that is available on the earth during the dark night. This is very important to understand. During the dark night, it is only moon's light that is available on the earth. See, sun does not know what darkness is. Let us say if sun could speak and you ask a question to the sun, tell me, how do I remove darkness? The sun is going to just ask a question back to you. What do you mean by darkness? Because sun does not know what darkness is. We know what darkness is because we are living in the duality of day and night. But from the sun's perspective, there is no darkness. The sun rises and sets for us, but not for the sun. Sun doesn't know what is sunrise. Sun doesn't know what is sunset. Sun is always there. So a sun is never going to understand what you mean by darkness. And no matter how hard you try, you will not be able to make it understand. But the moon knows what darkness is. Moon can understand what you mean by darkness. Moon can relate to your problems and talk to you at your own level. Sun can't. Moon knows the light and moon knows the darkness also. The full moon that you see today has gone through pitch darkness, a phase of pitch darkness also. So it fully understands what you are going through. There is one more reason why moon was chosen to represent Guru. Sun doesn't revolve around the earth, but moon does. Moon revolves around the earth. Similarly, a guru lives for the seekers of truth. Guru lives for the disciples. It is disciples' love alone that binds Guru to this physical plane. And because Guru can understand all your trials and tribulations, that is why Guru has immense patience. Guru can forgive you for even your worst mistakes. A real Guru is always full of compassion. In fact, it is the hallmark of a true Guru. Compassion. On this day of Guru Purnima, it is essential for us to remember one important thing. Guru is not a physical being. Or rather, I would say, not just a physical being. It has a physical dimension, but it is much more beyond the physical. Guru is indeed the manifestation of the divine wisdom, the divine compassion. And Guru awakens the disciple also to that divinity, to the own divine nature of the disciple. But for this, the disciple needs to transcend the limitations of the ego. If disciple is ready for that, then Guru can do wonders in the life of a disciple. Swami Vivekananda used to say that Guru is a bright mask which God wears in order to come to us. What he really meant was that Guru indeed is the manifestation of the divine. We also had a very famous saint in India. His name was Kabir Das. Kabir Das beautifully said, Guru Gobind dau khade kaake lagu paye, balihari Guru apno jinu Gobind diyo milaye. Meaning that if you ever find yourself in a situation where your Guru and God are standing in front of you, and you are in a dilemma, wondering whom should I bow down to first. Kabir says, in such a situation, without any doubt in your mind, first bow down to your Guru. Because it is Guru who introduced you to God, to divinity. However, this is not the complete meaning. The deeper understanding behind this couplet of Kabir Das is that a real Guru is the manifestation of God, not different from God. So don't see Guru as something different from God. Most people know only of God which their limited minds can imagine. That is why every person who believes in God has his or her own version of God. The God of two different persons can never be identical, even if they are calling it with the same name. Because every mind imagines God differently, and every mind is different. But Guru is not an imagination. Guru is as real as you and me. And Guru is the embodiment of all those principles which we associate with God. So that is why Kabir says, bow down to the Guru first. Because it is Guru who opens the door for us to really see, to really understand what real God is.